it's a bed and breakfast, so there's not much you can expect from a bed and breakfast, but if you're living in it long term for like months, it's really hard when you've got no cooking facilities, whatever, you've got no clothes washing facilities whatsoever. There's no support to like help you budget that into it. It's really hard to budget financially to even progress anywhere. I mean, you can't even save up to go into a private let, you can't even save up to buy new clothes. So I eventually ended up in the James McLean project up in Springburn, which is for 16 to 18 year olds. They didn't really help you sort out any money. They didn't really like enforce any rules as well. So like the thing I thought was rubbish about the James McLean project is that you could open any door with a knife. Like you could literally just walk up and pop a snib with a knife. So it was alright. Like everybody was nice in a sense, but it was horrible in the idea that you could just wake up and all your stuff was away. So the issue I had was I wasn't ready. I'm still 17, nearly 18, not ready to go into a flat by myself. And so Sam H get involved, and I'm not gonna lie, my Sam H worker George was just brilliant. But the housing association were absolutely horrible. Like they didn't care about how you were feeling. They didn't care about how you were supporting yourself. They didn't care about like how you were coping with your bills and all that. All they cared about was making sure the rent was getting paid and whatever. So the problem I had by this point was like my mental health was really developing, in the sense of like my being like proper, like my depression and anxiety were like kicking in, like it had never really massively like took control of me before, but at the point where you're living alone and you're under a lot of pressure and you're just trapped by yourself, like that's when I feel that it comes in the most. And I put this forward to the housing, and I was just like, I can't do all this and this, and they just, when they take it into account. Staff weren't really supportive. There wasn't a lot of key working going on. And then again, cooking. This was the first time I'd been in somewhere where the cooking facilities were like completely useless. Like it was a hob and a microwave. My freezer was about the size of a shoebox, so I could fit like one microwave meal in it. My fridge was tiny. But then the staff only really started showing an interest when I told them I was getting a job. And then the issue with that is, as soon as I started my first shift, I got told I had to pack my stuff and leave the next day because they were going to lose funding to support me while I was in the unit. So therefore I wasn't allowed to leave that unit, so I had to leave the very next day. Like I didn't even get any other notice. I spent about 3.5 months just sleeping on the floor. I didn't even have a sleeping bag, so I was just basically sleeping on the floor. And then after about 3.5 months, this woman for the housing showed up, and she came into my flat and she was just looked around and she's like, why is there no furniture or anything in here? I says, well, he's kind of just left me on my Todd when I moved in. You know what I mean? I was only 20, didn't know anything about what I was supposed to do to get furniture or whatever. And she was like, oh, that's not right, like we'll get you up to see a welfare rights advisor and this and that. And I was like, right, cool, no bother. And the welfare rights advisor again didn't really care about who I was, just filled in the form, sent it away, and it got rejected. So eventually I had to turn to neighbours and people that lived in Castlemilk. So like if I was walking by a garden, there was like a three-piece and a two-piece sofa, like, and I just chapped the woman and I just said to her, I says, look, I says, how much for your couches, you know what I mean? And she was like, what do you want them for? They're old. And I was like, because I have no furniture in my house. And the woman paid for a van to come out and take it down to my house. Representing myself in Glasgow last year was horrible. I felt unsupported. I felt like my views weren't valued. I felt like my current living situation wasn't taken into account. They knew I was living in the streets, but like I felt like that wasn't important to them, because I can understand that casework teams have a big caseload, but if someone's coming in every day and presenting themselves, you know what I mean, and there's clear evidence that they're doing that, you know what I mean, like they should be valuing that and just been trying to support it, even with things like vouchers for food kitchens and all that. My SNS worker for Move On, he recommended that I should phone Shelter and get them to speak on my behalf, because I'd been presenting myself for way too long to not be accommodated. And so I phoned Shelter, and I can't remember the lass's name that was on the helpline, but she was just like, so go back to your community casework team, present yourself. If you don't get accommodated today, I'll give you a reference number and you get the advisor that you see to phone me and then you should be accommodated, and that was literally how I got put in the Queen's Park Hotel. It was like the same day.